Hello and welcome to LeapFROG. At LeapFROG, we discuss financial realignment to outshine and grow. In today's video, we will be discussing the rule of 72 and its importance in compounding. The rule of 72 determines the amount of time in which the principal is going to double during the course of compounding at a constant rate percentage. The rule of 72 comes with a very simple formula, which is time taken for principal to double equals 72 divided by rate. Now let's take up a couple of examples. When the rate percentage is 6%, then we divide 72 by 6 and we get 12 years. But I've used the approximate symbol over here. That is because the rule of 72 is not a mathematical formula, but it is a financial approximate. I will further elaborate on this topic later in the video. Example 2. The time taken for principal to double when rate is 12% is 72 by 12, which is 6 years approximately. And when the rate percentage is 15%, we do 72 by 15, which is approximately 4.8%. The formula for rule of 72 can also be written as required rate percentage for principal to double equals 72 divided by time. Now let us consider certain examples where the time is given but the rate isn't. By the formula 72 by time, example 1 is 5 years. So 72 by 5, which is approximately 14.8%. Example 2, when the principal has to double when time is 10 years. So the rate must be 72 by 10, which is approximately 7.2%. Again, example 3, when the time is 18 years. Now the rate percentage would be 72 by 18, which is approximately 4%. As I told you earlier in the video, that the rule of 72 formula is not a mathematical formula, but it is an approximate. It is a financial approximate. So let us consider certain cases where we compare the approximate value to the actual value. For example, rate percentage is 10% per annum. Then according to the rule of 72, we get that in 7.2 years your money will double. But according to the compound interest formula, your money will double in 7.3 years. Here, the difference is very minimal. Now let us consider the time given as 25 years. This means that the rate percentage is 2.9% according to the rule of 72 and the rate percent is 3.1% according to the compound interest formula. Even here, the difference is very minimal and hence this formula of the rule of 72 can be used easily for all these cases. Here's a little something that I wanted to share with you all. Think about compounding. According to rule of 72, if your compound annual growth rate or CAGR is 25%, very tough to achieve, then principal could double in 72 by 25, which is just less than 2.9 years. And this principal would quadruple, which is 4 times, double of double in 5.8 years. In fact, less than 5.8 years. This principal could further compound to 8 times, which is double of double in less than 8.6 years. In the next 1.4 years, if the investment could grow by 1.4 of 25%, which is approximately 30%, then that could add up further around 30% to the corpus, that is the total amount of money, which is almost 8 times. So in around 10 years, the principal could compound to 10.4 times, which is 8 plus 2.4, or for the sake of convenience, 10 times in 10 years. Wow. Extending the same logic, if one could continue compounding for 10 more years at a similar pace, 10 plus 10, 20 years, then the principal could be 10 times of 10 times already. That is 100 times. And if one could extend the magic for 10 more years at a similar compound annual growth rate, CAGR, which is now 20 plus 10, which is 30 years, then the principal could be 10 times of 100 times already. That is a whopping 1000 times. Right now, I am 15 years old. And if I am able to invest rupees 5 lakh at 25% per annum for 30 years, then my 5 lakh rupees will turn to 50 crore rupees in 30 years when I am 45 and when I need it the most. And that was the best application of the rule of 72. With that, you and I have come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon. See you in the upcoming video.